We truly want to do this, and we want to do this together. None of us want to do anything else than play music all over the world, if that's possible someday. And on a personal level, it's Kemopetrol is a platform where I can bring my own ideas, my songs and my lyrics to the public, So that works for me.
And that's probably the best way to spend your time, to play in a band.
Yeah. I love Genesis, for instance, one of my favorite bands from the 70s. Then came the 80s, and I remember when I saw Duran Duran on Sky Channel or whatever, and then I decided that I want to do this. I was like 9 years old. Later on came Brit rock and Brit pop. I love Radiohead and Coldplay, and I loved trip hop as well, Massive Attack and Tricky and Portishead, and trip hop was the main reason Kemopetrol exists, because we all shared that same appreciation for that kind of music.
Well, mostly I listen to female singers like Tori Amos, Susanne Vega, Fiona Apple, she's very good, and then the last years I've been listening to a lot of Scandinavian bands, for example Mew and Kashmir, the Cardigans. There are lots of great bands in Finland and Sweden, Denmark, Norway. For example, Röyksopp. How do you pronounce it?
Röyksopp. I don't know how.
Is it from Norway or?
Yeah, it's a Norwegian.
It's very good. Yeah.
I think so too. I don't think rock music is dead, but
rock music has just been saved by the Strokes and the Killers and all those bands that start with the...
Yeah, rock and roll is being saved every week by a new band, but I do regard us as a pop band, and pop music has a very bad reputation these days because of all the disposable acts out there, and I'd like to regard us as saviors of pop.
We're on a mission.
God.
We want to save pop music.
No, I don't want to say that. But
I don't want to say that.
I do believe we're making good pop music, and it's got something more to offer than just like these vague, shallow moments and no message at all.
I've been singing as long as I can remember.
2 days.
2 days. I probably have been singing before I learned to talk. At least that's what my mother says.
I used to write on a piano before, but I don't have one in my home now, so I use synthesizers. And then I got a guitar a few months back, and now I also write on that. But then I also like to write or start writing songs using drum samples or loops or whatever, and just build on them. It's always interesting to try out different methods of writing songs, just to keep yourself interested in the process. That's kind of an interesting question, because it's quite difficult sometimes to write for Laura, because sometimes I have things that I want to express, things that have happened to me that I want to pour out, and then again it's Laura who like acts as my voice, and then I have to make the lyrics the way that Laura can relate to them, and and that she likes them and wants to perform them.
But we don't discuss about what subjects he should write the songs about. He writes the songs and then I listen to them and then I decide whether I want to sing them or not.
Yeah, sometimes I'm being too angry or too pathetic or whatever.
Masculine or something. Yeah.